So let us take few more questions in software engineering. The topic today is diagrams in UML, Unified Modeling Language. So which of the following UML diagrams has a static view? Collaboration, use case, state chart, or activity? Can you guess the answer? The answer is use case. A use case diagram, it captures only the functionality of the system, whereas a dynamic model view, this captures the functions as well as the action. So we are talking about static view. This will be the use case. Next is what type of core relationship is represented by the symbol here. What kind of this core relationship? Is it aggregation, dependency, generalization, association? The answer is aggregation. These are for aggregation. Which core element of UML is being shown in this figure? Which one of this? Node, interface, class, or component? The answer is component. A component is a modular, significant, and replaceable part of the system that packages implementation and exposes a set of interfaces. What type of relationship is represented by a shape, class, and square? This is a shape class and triangle, square. So triangle is a shape class, square is a shape class. The answer is B. This is generalization. This is a generalization relationship. This is also known as the inheritance because this square, when you make this class, this will inherit from, or the base class would be shape class. Square will be the derived class. So this generalization relationship is also known as the inheritance relationship. So in this figure, this square is the subclass of superclass shape. This is generalization. Next is which diagram in UML shows a complete or partial view of the structure of a modeled system at a specific time. Which diagram? Complete or partial view of a structure of a model system at a particular time? The answer is D. Object diagram. The object diagram focuses on some particular set of object instances and their attributes and the links between these instances. So it is a static snapshot of a dynamic view of the system. Interactive diagram is a combined term for interaction diagram. Which two are combined to form an interaction diagram? The answer is A. Sequence diagram along with the collaboration diagram. So interaction diagram, these are used to formalize the dynamic behavior of the system. Interaction diagram. Sequence diagram plus collaboration diagram. Next is structure diagrams emphasize the things that must be present in the system being modeled. Is it true or false? Structure diagram emphasizes the things that must be present in the structure being modeled. The answer is true because structure diagrams represent the structure. They are used extensively in documenting the architecture of the software system. Next is which of the following diagram is time oriented? Collaboration, sequence, or activity? So the answer is B. A sequence diagram timeline along which tasks are completed. The next topic is socio-technical systems. Socio-technical systems. So a socio-technical system is a system that includes people, software, hardware, all of them mentioned. And the answer is D because all are there. A socio-technical system. Social means people, technical means hardware, software. This is a system that includes people, software, hardware to show that you need to take a system perspective on security and dependability. In this, which layer is missing in the socio-technical system stack as shown here? Society, organization, business processes, then this one, communication, data management, operating system, and equipment. So which one of this is missing? The answer is B, application layer. The application layer, this layer delivers the application specific functionality that is required. Now, we come to question 3. Consider an example of a system which has a police command and control system that may include a geographical information system or GIS to provide details of the location of the incidents. What kind of system the example presents? Complex system, computer-based system, socio-technical system, both A and C? The answer is D, both A and C. It is a complex system, of course. So complex systems are usually hierarchical and so they include other systems also. 4. Which property of a socio-technical system varies depending on how the component assemblies are arranged or connected? Which property of socio system varies how these component assemblies are arranged and connected? The answer is C, volume. The volume of a system, that is the total space occupied, It varies depending on how the component assemblies are arranged and connected. So volume of the system, total space occupied. Next is which property of socio-technical system depends on the technical system components, its operators and its operating environment. Which property of socio-technical depends on the technical system components, its operators and its operating environment? Can you answer this? The answer is B, usability. Usability actually reflects how easy this system is to use. Next is in a socio-technical system, you need to consider reliability from perspectives, namely reliability with respect to only software, only hardware, hardware and software and operator reliability. The answer is D because in this, always we check for various reliability. We have talked about reliability in software, hardware, but we are talking about socio-technical systems. So you need to consider the reliability from all the perspectives, even the operator. Next is there are dash overlapping stages in the lifetime of large and complex socio-technical systems. There are dash overlapping systems or stages. The answer is B, 3. And these stages are namely procurement, development and operation. These are the overlapping stages in the lifetime of large complex socio-technical systems. Next is socio-technical systems are deterministic, A or B. Are they deterministic? The answer is false because the socio-technical systems, they are non-deterministic, partly because they include people and party, and partly because the changes through the hardware and software data in these systems are so frequent. Again, you cannot determine, this is non-deterministic because they include people, and changes to the hardware, software and data in these systems are very frequent. Next is what are the two ways to view the human error of socio-technical system, hardware and software management users, person and system approach. So the answer would be C, the person and system approach. Next, human and organizational factors such as organizational structures and politics have a significant effect on the operation of socio-technical systems, and the answer is absolutely correct. As people are part of the system, hence they affect the socio-technical system. Now we come to the next topic, diagrams in UML, which we have just seen in the first topic. Just to change the flavor, I made the socio-technical systems. So, how many diagrams are there in Unified Modeling Language UML? There are more than that, but still you should answer these in 9 because the 9 diagrams include this use case, sequence, collaboration, activity, state chart, deployment, class, object, and component. Which UML diagram is shown below? An actor, and these are the, this is an accountant, this is a system, how they are interacting. So what can be the diagram answer? The answer is this is a simple use case. How accountant is going to use the things, how system is going to use the system. Which UML diagram is shown below? Say initialization, there is an end, and system is idle, you log in, book ticket, check status, cancel booking. What kind of UML diagram is this? If you are aware of UML diagram, you will answer it in a straightforward manner. The answer is B. This is a state chart. These are state, once you see idle, you should really say that this is a state chart because the states, different states are being displayed here. Now this UML diagram, which is this UML diagram? See, first this will work, or an applicant will do enter application ID into the system. The system will fetch the details for the applicant. Then the system will display the status to the applicant. So this is the sequence diagram. This is a sequence, proper sequence after which what is going to happen. Which UML diagram symbols are shown below? Processor, new device, or node, and this. Can you answer? The answer is deployment diagram. Okay. When you are confronted with the new device or node, then it will become the deployment diagram only. Which UML diagram is shown below? Here, see, you have a class here, different classes are there. So it is, but obviously this is a class diagram. This is an interaction between classes. Next is which UML diagram is shown here. Now, in this some activity is taking place. Can you see any state or sequence of collaboration? The answer is A because this is an activity diagram. Since activities are taking place, it will resemble mostly to the flow chart you have seen in your previous classes. Now this UML diagram, you have admin, client, server, database. So what kind of UML diagram is this? Is this a deployment or a component? or use case or DFD? The answer is component. As I underlined it, because these are the different components of the system interacting in this manner. So before going to system modeling, I would like to stop here for today, and we'll see next system modeling in the next section. Thank you so much. Take care.